What's going on, guys? Ted from Immersion here, and I'm back with your D&D weekly update. Actually, keeping it in the week that it happened. Go figure. Not a whole lot of news this week. Big news is PAX South and D&D's presence at PAX South. So I kind of mentioned this a little bit last week. So if you didn't catch up on that, you might be interested in checking out what's happened. If not, you can probably blow off this one and come back for the next one. But there is a little bit of news concerning Unearthed Arcana, and it's a little bit unfortunate. So anyway, guys, stay tuned. All right. So first up is Adam Koebel and JP McDaniel. These guys you may recognize the names. Are on Dragontalk podcast talking about streaming Dungeons and Dragons and just kind of the process going on there. And you can always click on any of these links that I put in the description right here, and this will actually be an in-browser way to listen to that episode of Dragontalk. You can obviously get this on Google Play or iTunes, but that's that. Next up, this past Friday, here at PAX South on Twitch, if you were there, obviously you could have saw it, but I'll have the link right here to this. If you want to see Storytime with Chris Perkins, it looks like there was some technical difficulties right at the start. There's a little bit jumpy, but I only started watching it. As you can see, it's about 48 minutes long, so you're going to need a little bit of time carved out to watch it. But it's Chris Perkins talking about the awesomeness of what is Dungeons and Dragons and the game and telling stories. And like I said, I haven't watched it, but I'm going to because I'm positive that it's going to be good. A little bit of news. The Dungeon Master Guild reached 1 year old. I believe this was... What was this? Friday. So, happy birthday, Dungeon Masters Guild. More than 1.3 million unique downloads in 2016. More than 3,800 unique new products added in 2016. Thank you, Dungeon Masters, for sharing your awesome creations on the DM's Guild. Here's to more creative storytelling in 2017. So, that's awesome. I remember if you check back to when this came out about a year ago, I was a little iffy because I thought this was going to... I think a lot of us at that time thought the Dungeon Master Guild was going to replace Unearthed Arcana completely. And we were a little bit bummed about it because in April, they had initially, after it had first come out, they had said the April Unearthed Arcana was just a Dungeon Master Guild spotlight. And we were like, what? This is getting rid of Unearthed Arcana. This is awful. This is great, but it's not official, even though Unearthed Arcana isn't official. And obviously, those have since been alleviated to the point where they were releasing weekly Unearthed Arcana content. But unfortunately, I do have the bad news to report. Let's get this out of the way. Right here. The next Unearthed Arcana article has shifted from 1:30 to 2:06. So, the previous Unearthed Arcana was released on the 23rd. No, I'm sorry, not the 23rd. It was released the week... Oh, no, the 23rd. It was Ranger and Rogue. We were supposed to get one this past Monday... Or no, I'm sorry, the 16th. This past Monday, the 23rd. Yeah, and then they pushed it to 1:30, which would be this, Monday coming up. And now they're pushing it a whole nother week. So we don't know what we're going to get. Thoughts could be Sorcerer, because that's the next alphabetically, and they were going alphabetical, except they kind of threw us off by having the Artificer come out. And then maybe we'll get the Mystic. As you can see, there's some comments right here. If it's not a reveal of the full Mystic, I'm going to flip a table. But I guess we'll see. And lastly, D&D is at PAX South, kind of what we talked about. Storytime with Chris Perkins, we already mentioned. That happened. Binwin's Minions was Friday night. And then Acquisitions Incorporated was actually just a few hours prior. I actually missed it, but I'm going to make sure I go back and check it out because I do love me some Acquisitions Inc. Unfortunately, though, guys, that's about it for this week. It's, like I said, it's been pretty light. I guess we'll see what's coming. We've got the start of the convention season, so we'll get some more stuff going there. Tales from the Yawning Portal, I don't know if we're going to get any previews for that at all or not, but that'll be coming out shortly. And just under 2 months. And yeah, I mean, I guess we'll get Unearthed Arcana in another week, and I'll be here to cover it as I have been. But anyway, up here at the top, you can check out Out of the Abyss. This episode actually is gonna be from about 2 weeks ago, because this past Monday we kind of did a little one-shot. Sean, the DM, was not feeling very well, so Jake kind of stepped in and came up with a one-shot for me and Pat to play with. We whipped up some characters. It was a good time. It's worth checking out. I'll put that link in the description as well, but this episode is right as the characters meet a new NPC that they encounter named Katie in the Underdark, who takes them to the outskirts of Bleedingstone. Right here in the middle for Horde of the Dragon Queen, this happened this past Monday. The group entered the Raider camp, or just discovered the Raider camp 2 weeks prior, when they lost one of their party members, snuck in and seemingly got caught, as far as they were aware, and this is the resolution of the Raider camp. Do they rescue Leosin the monk? Do they all get murdered? I don't know. You'll have to see. And down at the bottom is our Curse of Strahd Let's Play. At this point, you're probably going to be seeing that video down there is the second episode. We recorded all these episodes and played through most of the content that you're watching back around Halloween. We were originally going to play through the entirety of the campaign and then release it in smaller video segments with music and stuff in the background, so it would be a little bit more of a finished production. Unfortunately, that didn't... well, I guess fortunately or unfortunately, depending on how you want to look at it. We have had 3 full play sessions, and by play sessions, I mean 5 to 8 hours, depending on the situation, of going through of this, and I have been going through and trying to cut them into around half-hour to 40-minute segments, depending on what's a good place to stop the story. Let me know what you guys think. We've released, at the point of you seeing this video, 2 of those episodes. I already have 6 in the queue total that are on YouTube just waiting to get released, and I'm just going to kind of sporadically roll those out. I haven't come up with a real release schedule, and I've got probably at least another 10 or so more. And the plan is, once we get that all caught up to where we are, then we're going to start the live stream. So once everything that we played prior gets put out there, we're going to jump into a live stream so that you guys can catch us playing Curse of Strahd live. It won't be a weekly thing. It'll hopefully be like a monthly thing whenever all of our schedules sync up and we can all play on like a Sunday or something like that in the morning, or if there's a holiday. Anyways, again, sorry, that's it. I'm rambling on a little bit. You can check right below me here to subscribe. That way you don't miss out. I would recommend that you click subscribe, but then also click the little bell icon underneath the video so you get notified of all of our submissions, because YouTube keeps changing their metrics. And if you don't check that little notification bell, and I don't put out content often enough, or you don't watch it right away, or like it, or comment, or whatever, it'll just disappear from your feed. It's there, I guarantee you that it's there, but whether or not it shows up in your your screen, whether your subscription list or whatever, that's just wonky. So I would recommend that if you want to make sure you don't miss out what we're doing. Right now I'm putting out multiple videos a week between our various campaigns that we're playing through, between Unearthed Arcana reviews, Kickstarter spotlights. I haven't spotlighted something on the DM's Guild in a while. I'm hoping to change that relatively soon. I also have picked up some more recent, you can kind of see them right here in the background. Those are crit games, conditions, and combat cards. I'm going to do a review on those so you guys can get to see. These are on Kickstarter, and I believe they are now still purchasable from Crit Games. I reached out to the folks who did the Inspiration Cards Kickstarter a while back, so I'm working with them to see if they can't get those things put up on Amazon, because I know some of you guys who have watched our videos and are curious about how to purchase those Inspiration Cards. I might do a review on those just to put it out there to you guys to see what they are, and then possibly to help facilitate the folks who did the Kickstarter to kind of make a production run of them so you can buy them to order, because I know a lot of people are interested and they're really cool, and I feel like most people that do kind of in-person games should use them. What would be even more cool would be if they also found a way to do a digital version of them, perhaps a mod that you could enter to Fantasy Grounds, or just like an online PDF of all the cards, so maybe you could make a rollable deck in Roll20 or something to that effect. But anyway, guys, I'm starting to ramble, and I've already killed 2 minutes just doing that. So anyway, guys, have a great rest of your weekend. If you're at PAX South, have fun, play a lot of games, enjoy yourselves, and I'll see you next time.